Hey, what's going on, everybody? Leigh-Dickey here, and today I want to talk to you guys about recording that promo for my debut single, Miss Victoria, There She Goes. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Recording that promo, honestly, the setup wasn't complicated. I just wanted to highlight a few things, like the fact that it's available now and you should go buy it because it is just that good. So there's your obligatory plug. But also the fact that it's my debut single and it's on iTunes, Google Play, you can stream it on Spotify, but it's also at about 150 other smaller digital outlets. So it's available everywhere. Go pick it up. Please, please, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Recording the promo for it, you know what? It required a little more work than I thought it would. It took a little longer than I had initially expected, and it pretty much whooped my ass in terms of recording it vocally and into the microphone that I'm using, which, if you're curious, is a Samsung CO1U Pro USB microphone. So there you go. There's a bit of an insight into some of the equipment that I use. But recording the promo was a challenge, mainly because the way I would enunciate things, the way I would pronounce things was a challenge for some reason, because I don't usually start anymore with, hey, what's going on? It's usually, what's going on, everybody? And every time I would try to start with what's going on, it just didn't sound right to me. So that's why we added the hey, everybody, what's going on? Got some big news for you all. That's why we went with that. Just because starting with the what's going on, everybody, was a challenge for me for some reason, albeit the recording process took place. It took about, I'd say, about 3.5 to 4 hours over a span of 2 days, and I spent the bulk of, or even over a span of 12 hours, I spent the bulk of the first recording session, which was basically the night before I had posted the promo, struggling with starting it off and start, stop. That's pretty much how that happened. But the bulk of the first session, which was about 3.5 hours, was just me struggling with pronunciation and trying to wrap up the promo and the recording, because it was okay, so the single is available in 150 other smaller digital outlets. You should go pick it up. And then I was like, oh, and I forgot how to end the promo. I didn't know how to wrap it all around and then come full circle with it. It was a real challenge. And I do voiceover broadcasting and media stuff for a living, and that's the first time. Well, I shouldn't say that, but that's the first time in a long time where I wrote my own promo and for my own script, because I normally don't write scripts. I come right off the top with things, because I can tell you that I am a competent improviser, being that I have been on stage for 22 years, done radio, television, and other media stuff, and voiceover for probably about a decade or so, if not a little more. So I've been doing this for a while. You'd think I know what I'm doing, but when it came to recording my own words and recording my own promo, it was a super challenge. And don't get me wrong, I love a good challenge, but when you're struggling and it's late at night, because I started the recording process for the promo like the previous night on Thursday at about 11 o'clock in the evening, when everybody in my house everybody was asleep, basically. And that's what I was waiting for, everybody to go to bed so I could start recording because I just didn't want to deal with any distractions, and that was the main issue for me, was having to deal with the distractions in and about all around, where I live. So I waited till everybody was basically asleep to start recording. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm up. I try to get to bed before like the next day, around say 12:30. If I can get into bed earlier, if that happens, if I get into bed earlier, it's usually because my eyes are heavy and I'm about to fall over basically. So we might just want to fall backwards onto my mattress and catch some Z's that way, start counting sheep. So I was getting frustrated when it came to just the dialogue and recording the promo and the words and everything that I had written. It was just turning into a complete nightmare. And it got to be about 2:30 Friday morning, and I was so tired that if my mic was any closer to my face and my mouth, I probably would have headbutted my pop shield and used my windsock for a pillow. Like, my brain was fried because I was trying frantically to just get this thing done. Because I've had voiceover sessions that take no time at all. Just, okay, let's bang this out. Let's get it done and say maybe, I think some of the longest, that's probably one of the longer sessions I've had, but one of the shorter ones, some of them last like 10, 15 minutes, maybe less. I can probably knock one out. It's rare that it happens, but I've knocked out voiceover things in one take, where it just takes seconds, maybe like no more than 5 to 10 minutes. But with this one, it took, like, after 3.5 hours on Thursday night leading into Friday morning, my brain was fried. I was done. I didn't want to do it anymore. I figured, okay, you know what? I'm super tired. My eyes are super heavy. I'm about ready to fall over. So let's just fall backwards, catch some Z's, visit the Sandman, and tackle it the next day, which I did. I tackled it the next morning. This is the first thing I did when I got up. I basically got a bottle of water, sat down here at my desk, which is where my mic and recording setup is, and just knocked it out in probably less than a half an hour. I knocked out the promo that is available. It's up on my channel that promotes Miss Victoria There She Goes. It promotes the single. I knocked that out in about 20-30 minutes with no issue. And it's surprising because instead of starting with "What's going on, everybody?" I started with "Hey everybody, what's going on?" That little change when you go from starting with "What's going on" to "Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you guys are awesomely well, blah blah blah," it made all the difference in the world. So my copy was an issue, clearly, and the translation from like paper to me and then me to the mic, it just wasn't working. So I suppose sleeping on it was the best thing for me. Sleeping on it and just getting some rest. And the thing about that initial voiceover session that lasted until about 2:30 Friday morning was I had done so many takes and I had gone at the same level, the same volume, the same energy, the same intensity in every single take that my voice was starting to go. My voice was becoming hoarse. I could feel it. The vocal cords were becoming scratchy, and this isn't good. Like, I was just struggling. So sleeping on it and getting up that same morning, I got up Friday morning about, say, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and first thing I did was knock out the promo, and like I said, it came together in about 20-30 minutes with no issue. And then it just came down to me mixing it and mixing and mastering it, and then putting the video and the titles and the inlays together into that video and all the images to just stick up on my YouTube channel, which, if you would like to go visit, it's Leigh Dickey Beats and Speaks. There will be plenty more of me just talking into a microphone and telling you guys stories, but this is just me talking about the promo to Miss Victoria There She Goes, which was one hell of a process. I'm happy that the single's out, but that voiceover session, the initial voiceover session really, to knock out the promo for the single was just ungodly. It was a nightmare, you know, because I wasn't used to voiceover sessions going that long, the whole like 3.5 hours, or nearly 4 really. It started to wear on me and my vocal cords started to go, my voice was affected, and as a guy that does this for a living, it's scary when your vocal cords become hoarse and you basically sound like a surly old man, you know. And I didn't know what to do other than, okay, you know what, I've been at this too long, my voice is starting to become affected and I need to rest. So we rested the vocal cords for, I'd say, about 6.5, 7 hours. I grabbed a bottle of water, came right back here, and then just knocked out the promo in, like, the voiceover in about 20-30 minutes with no issue. So I suppose just getting some rest and not rushing it and taking my time and having a fresh set of eyes and having your brain on reset and just tackling it the next day was the best thing for me. And I'm happy that the promo was recorded, it was edited and put together, which I did all the editing and all the mixing and the mastering and such on the single, the promo, all the audio and the video. So having to put all that together, I'm happy that it's all out, and the response to the single has been tremendous, and I couldn't say thank you enough. I will say thank you till I'm blue in the face to everybody. So thank you all for supporting me, supporting the single, and that's just the story of the voiceover session that came with recording the promo to my debut single, Miss Victoria There She Goes, which is available at digital retailers worldwide, and you should go pick it up. Okay, there you go, another obligatory plug. And enjoy the single. The album that's coming off of is shortly to follow. It will be released soon, I promise. But in the meantime, go pick up my debut single, Miss Victoria There She Goes. Go pick it up, go pick it up, go pick it up right now. All right, everybody, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this little story of the voiceover process when it came to recording the promo for my debut single, Miss Victoria There She Goes. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And of course, as always, I've been Leigh Dickey. This has been another video on Leigh Dickey Beats and Speaks. Go pick up my debut single, Miss Victoria There She Goes, available at digital outlets everywhere. Go pick it up, go pick it up, go pick it up right now. All right, this has been Leigh Dickey. Thanks again. We will see you guys later. But right now, Leigh Dickey signing out. Peace, and remember, please comment, like, share, and subscribe.